Alright guys, welcome today. We are going to be doing a Tinkercad tutorial. So if you have any questions, make sure to put them in the live chat and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. Alright, so we're going to be doing a Tinkercad tutorial on iOS today. So how you're going to start is you're going to download Tinkercad and then open the application. And then you're going to click, you're going to log in, then you're going to click Create New Design. And Tinkercad will load. So now once you're in here, some of the basic hand gestures are pinching in and out. That's how you zoom in and out. And then just dragging boxes and all sorts of stuff. All your shapes into there. You just hold them and then drag them in. And then if you're just moving around the build plate with one finger, that works too. So what we're going to do first is we are going to take a box and we're going to drag it out. We're going to be making a square cookie cutter today. So we're going to drag this out like this. I don't really care how big it is. We're just going to lower it down. And then what we got to do is we got to take a nut. What we have to do is we have to drag this in like that, like this. Then we're going to take another box, go like this. Then we're just going to turn it into like a thin wall for the cookie cutter. So that's how roughly as big as I want the cookie cutter. Then we're going to take another box. So and drag it right here. I'm just going to move around for a sec. Drag it out. So it's about the distance. It's okay if it isn't exactly the distance that you want it. So like that. Like that. Like this. We're going to make it about that high. And then take this. Oh. So you only want to select one object. Drag it over here. Then we're going to do another box. Just drag it over here. Turn it into a wall again. And then we want to rotate it. So you're going to see those little arrows right here. Just going to rotate it. And then drag it over into the cookie cutter. So we can zoom in by doing 2-finger pinch. And it's a little messy right now, so what we're going to do is we are going to select the back wall, and just drag it back. Select the one that we just added, make it the wall a little thinner and a little higher, and then we're also going to turn it around a little. So click those little arrows, and just drag it around. Like that. Perfect. So, perfect. So that looks pretty good. And we just got to add one more side to it. So drag it out. And then right here. And once you've selected a shape up here, where right on top of the box will be a little shape icon. So if you click the down arrow, you could choose all sorts of stuff. So you can, the radius, the steps, length, width, height. So you can change all of that. So you can make it round. So like that. And the steps, all sorts of stuff you can change there. And then if you want to make a hole in Tinkercad, what you can do is you just click hole and then just drag it over here. And then when you export the STL to your computer and your slicing software, there should be a hole there. So we're just going to turn that back into a solid model. It's kind of like in Fusion 360, like where you can create a new body or make a hole. So we're going to rotate that again. That can go away. Rotate. Rotate it like this. That's good. Then we're going to select the object again. Oh. Gonna make sure you select the object, then just drag it. Sometimes a little hard. On a computer, this is much easier. Alright. So you just got to hit the platform, then hit the shape that you want to move, and there we go. It's just a little finicky sometimes. There we go. So that's a rough shape of a cookie cutter, but as you can see, all the sides are different heights. So we're just going to select the top, drag it up until you see like a little blue line over here. And then you can also, so we're just going to select the platform. Then we're going to select the top of this shape, drag it down so you see those little sketches there. And then that's about right. So, now that we got the basic shape of our cookie cutter now. Yay! Oops. There we go. Perfect. But as you can see, there's still a little bit of a hole right there. It's going right through the platform, so we can fix that by just clicking the bottom of the shape. Oh, whoops. So we're going to zoom in, select the bottom of the shape, bring it up so it's touching the platform. Like that, yeah. Zoom out. Perfect. So we just gotta put the bottom part of the cookie cutter, just drag it over to the cookie cutter. Perfect. And one more thing, we just have to adjust the height since that didn't quite work. Bring the height down so it matches. Oh, don't want to move it down. Just want to bring the height down. Going like this. Perfect. Boom. So place that right there. Now you got yourself a cookie cutter. Yay. So how you can export that, and you can make changes to the file if you want. This was just a messy one. Usually I take more time doing these. That was just an example. So now what you want to do, you're probably wondering, you can't really print from your iPad unless you have like a Raise 3D machine. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to export, and we're going to make sure it's everything in this design. Then we could choose the format, OBJ and STL. So STL, and then you could email it. You can airdrop it if you're using a Mac. You could put it in OneDrive. You could do all sorts of stuff. So once you email it or whatever you do to transfer the file, you can also put it on a USB stick if you want. You can put that into your computer, just drag it into your slicer, and you should be good to go. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm just gonna quickly figure out our questions here. So let's go into the live stream. Subscribe, and I'm just gonna quickly figure out our questions here. So let's go into the live stream. Subscribe, and I'm just gonna quickly figure out. All right, guys. So I just checked the question. So we just have one question: is PLA food safe? No filament is technically food safe, but PLA you can use for cookie dough. I printed off this measuring cup for you guys, or for my mom, and she really liked it, and it works really well. I made some Play-Doh with it, and she made cookies and stuff with it, and they tasted fine. So no filament is technically food safe, but I would recommend PLA, I guess. PLA, not ABS, since ABS has some sort of chemical in it that isn't good for you. I wouldn't recommend you printing off a whole bunch of like water cups and then drinking out of them, but if you're just printing off like a cookie cutter or something, you should be fine. As long as you wash it after it comes off the print bed, you should be okay. That was a good question. I don't think there's any more questions in there. So I want to thank you again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next live.